How'd you sleep?
Pretty good. It was windy though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Were you warm?
Yeah.
Tara and I came down to Zion last night for like a 3-day-ish just little spring getaway. I haven't been to Zion in about, I want to say like a year, and I don't think Tara has ever been here before. So we decided to be a nice little spring trip before it gets too hot. We got in last night-ish and had kind of a situation with the camping. Usually some of the public land here, they kind of revamped it where you can only stay in designated campsites, and everything was full. But luckily we met a Swiss couple named Mario, and they were like, yeah, just stay at our campsite with us, which is super nice, and I feel like doesn't really happen that much. So kind of bunked up in this nice lot overlooking Zion, I believe. So the only thing is very, very windy last night, super windy. The plan is to explore Zion a little bit. Just kind of pop Tara's Zion cherry, you can say.
Side by side we sway there in all the colors.
How you doing?
Perfect. Would you guys like a map?
No thanks. We're
Sounds
good.
good.
Have a good day.
Noodle, it was too dark.
I was kind of worried about that. It's okay. I'll fix it.
But we're in. We're parked on the side of the road. We're gonna walk out a little bit and go see what we see.
The park today seems very, very crowded. There's like no parking in Springdale or Zion, and like all the pullouts and stuff are full. So we decided to drive up the part of Zion that you can drive, because you need to take the shuttle to kind of get up most of it, and just pulled over on the side of the road. I haven't been up here in a long time, so kind of surprised for like a Wednesday how packed it is. Everything is full. Ready?
Yep. I don't like this. How do I hold it this way? Whoa!
There is a tunnel here that there's some restrictions with how big your vehicle can be, and I think Luna is like just about able to fit. So we're gonna go through the tunnel, go to the other side of the park. I think it's like the east side of Zion.
Talk to me and tell me all that you've seen, all the colors, summer love. That's sure something I could use. cure for the air conditioned blues. Could you use some too? A little bit of sunlight.
Weil mir gestern oben gesagt hat, der Tagesziel ist dann und dann der Bus. So und so. Das ist etwas anderes.
I'm ready. We're gonna go get on the shuttle. We're gonna go do a hike at Emerald Pools and see a waterfall and have lunch. We have Cheetos and sandwiches and pesto chicken and protein bars.
There, why don't you want to do Angel's Landing?
Because I'm not the most experienced hiker, and it said it was the deadliest hike in all of the US.
So in my opinion, if you're gonna come to Zion, I think Angel's Landing is kind of a must hike, at least part of it. You don't necessarily have to go all the way up to the top, but it can be a little bit intimidating if you're afraid of heights, or yeah, I guess if you're not the most experienced hiker. But I think with the permit system, it made it a lot better. So I don't think we're gonna do Angel's Landing on this trip, but maybe next time we'll convince Tara to do it. So I still think it's worth going up into the park via the shuttle and really walking kind of around the valley and stuff. It just looks so cool. So yeah, just gonna be a nice little stroll. Emerald Pools is still a fun hike, but if you can, I think Angel's Landing is necessary.
The fall is coming, I can feel it. The breeze brings goosebumps to my skin. Tonight the whiskey feels stronger. Gasoline on hidden desires. So I'll throw.
Come here, fucker.
We did the Emerald Pool hike. There were supposed to be 3 pools. I think I saw 1 pond. It was a cool hike. On the way up, the views were really pretty, but there was somewhat of a lack of a emerald looking pool at the top, so that was a little disappointing.
But you're forgetting the most important part.
We had fun.
No. We did have fun. When we were getting on the shuttle, it was announced that the Angel's Landing trail was closed because of a search and rescue going on. And so the hike to Emerald Pools was very, very busy because everyone, I feel like, who had planned to do Angel's Landing had nowhere else to go other than Emerald Pools. So hopefully whoever was missing is okay. I feel like that's not something you want to have happen, but the trail was extremely busy all the way up, all the way down. Tara rated it a 6 out of 10. I rated a 4 out of 10. I don't really like the hike.
I think considering our options, because it wasn't just Angel's Landing that was closed, they also have a few other stops that are closed as well. So I'd say considering, it was decent, just because we have limited options, but he's done that one before. So. And now we're gonna go to a different stop and see if we can walk around a little bit more.
Another vice, grab my old lighter. This cigar helps me slow down. Thinking back to all I loved and lost. My heart is full and aching strong. So throw another roll on the fire.
For our last little activity, we went all the way to the end of Zion Canyon and did the little river walk to where you would start the Narrows. The Narrows is closed because the river flow is too high, so you can't do the narrows, but we decided to come all the way down to the river anyways. I've never been this far down in Zion, so pretty cool to see, and I think one day I would like to try the narrows.
I like it down here. I like anything related to water. Waterfalls, rivers, creeks, lakes, so I like this section of the park.
Is ash. Till all that's left is ash.
We have our camp for our third night here. It's a kind of a similar area, but definitely a different zone. It's almost a little bit more of like a group camping feel. Like there's some spots along the way as we came in, but then there's like this really big dirt area, and there's about probably 4 other rigs here, and we're right on the camping boundary and just kind of tucked away in the corner, so it should be pretty nice for another night. And then our view is of basically the same stuff we had before, so really nice view for a campsite like this, kind of tucked away back here, which is nice. One of the first things that I do when I get to a campsite is level myself out. It's nothing worse than sleeping when you're not level or trying to cook when you're not level, so even just little adjustments can make a big difference. So that's like priority number 1. If you don't have a level spot, that's where I really like the leveling blocks. And then I typically open up the boxes so I have backdoor access, and yeah, then it's about enjoying the spot where you're at. And I think tonight Tara and I are going to be making tacos for dinner.
Another vice, grab my old lighter. This cigar helps me slow down. Thinking back to all I loved and lost. My heart is full and aching strong. So I'll throw
Tacos tonight. Got some flour tortillas, sour cream on the bottom, life hack, because it spreads better. And then the ground beef, cheese, onions, tomatoes, lettuce, jalapeno, cilantro.
Serranos.
Oh! I thought they were jalapenos. Oops.
Sounds like it's gonna be another windy night out here, but as the night dies down, more rigs, more vans, more RVs are rolling into the same spot. So it should be kind of a little busy little spot, but absolutely beautiful sunset. I think tonight's gonna be awesome with the clouds that we have. So we're gonna eat, hang out, try not to get dust in our eyes, and enjoy the sunset, because it should be good.